We'll see. We'll see, guys. Hold on, let me get into this live stream real quick. Hopefully, we're still on. I don't think we are. I don't think we are though. But we'll see. We'll see. Wow, we're still live streaming. That's what I'm talking about, Jalen. So we're still live streaming. That's what I'm talking about, I think. It says we are. Look at Lamar in here. What's up, Lamar? We're doing a podcast real quick. I don't know if we're still live.
Smells like cinnamon toast crunch.
It does. I think it's your thing.
What thing?
I think it's your candle. What up, Lamar, though? How you doing, bro? I'm sick, so.
Oh yeah, we are.
Okay, we're still online. Okay. My laptop died, so we're trying to fix things real quick. Real quick. Alright. But yeah, anyway. You were really excited for this game.
Okay.
So if he's going at that speed, then he would when he comes back.
This is overhyped games, and like listen to how excited you were for this game.
Well, I'm gonna explain myself in a second.
Good, and you, bro? I'm doing good. I'm just sick from PSX. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm hanging in there. That's good though, Lamar. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. But yeah, Jalen, like, look how excited you were when, like, just look at your face. Like, you're even, like you're just so excited for this game. That's not even out yet. That's not even, that was its first of its kind. And how do you feel about it now? Now that you played it, you put in good time on it. How do you feel about this game?
One second.
Just look how ignorantly you're eating that popcorn too.
I love popcorn. Two things. One, I'll tell you the game was ass right off the jump. But that's a given. It's No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Two. The problem.
I keep on doing that.
The problem is this was right after we watched Interstellar. Right after we talked about the space episode.
Yeah.
So to see this was like, oh my god, like this is real. Half the things they never show gameplay.
This is gameplay.
No, it's not. What I mean by that is him interacting with shit.
Using his gun and stuff. I see what you mean.
Yeah, so he never shows like legit gameplay. And before this had happened, he had also shown things that aren't even in the game today. Teleporters, shit like that aren't even in the game today. Nah, that's fucked up.
This game came out with an update too, not too long ago, and it's like creative mode.
Yeah,
you build your own base now.
Yeah,
call a planet your home, which should have been out day one, but
so that's what he shows you. And I'm like, okay, so you're collecting shit.
Gameplay right there,
but
yeah.
I didn't know that this game was going to be like, he didn't say, I've never run into those walker things.
I know you're not supposed to, Jalen. It's rare. You know what I'm saying? Every time I got into a planet, it's always been the same thing, though.
So there's two things that were wrong. That when I heard about it, I was like, this game is not what people think it was, and it was definitely not what I thought it was at that time. So first off, they later on talk about how the worlds are procedurally generated. At that point in time, I was like, okay, procedurally generated worlds are always bad. Yeah. Always bad. So when they said that, I was like, okay, hype down. Because I don't like, personally, I don't like procedurally generated shit. Yeah. I like things to be handmade and handcrafted and given to me with care. So after that, my hype was down. You can even ask Nick. And then after that, I realized the people behind Joe Danger made this game. So I think the problem is, so you said overhyped games. The problem is understanding what a developer, understanding the knowledge of a developer, understanding the knowledge of what the game can actually be and what the game can actually become.
Where's my notepad? Here we go. My thing was, overhyped games like No Man's Sky, Final Fantasy. What can we do to fix this issue? We can't because of nostalgia and overexposure of games. No Man's Sky, Sony fucked. No Man's Sky.
I wouldn't say that.
I would say
No
that.
Man's Sky, fuck No Man's Sky.
Whoever gave them that overexposure, which was Sony, messed up No Man's Sky. They shouldn't have got that much exposure.
Even if No Man's Sky was showed up randomly and it was free to play or whatever, even if it was the price that it was at and it was shown at one E3, that game was hype because of all the open world games that were out at that time. At that time, you had The Witcher. You had
this game was overhyped because Sony was like, "Look at this new game that no one has done before. You get all these stars, you get all these, and it's an infinite number." And everyone got on board with that, and they just kept feeding us it, and it was just overexposed.
But what you have to understand is, I still don't blame Sony for that. If you didn't have that game, you don't go out and show that game. You don't. That's Hello Games' fault.
I'm not watching this.
Hands down. For example, when they showed Destiny, they kept showing Destiny. Is that Sony's fault?
Whoever. Well, no, yeah, it is Sony's fault.
How?
If my game, because especially any developer, any exposure get exposure. They're gonna be like, yeah, let's hop on board. We're gonna hop on board with this.
I get it. But the problem is, the indie developer has.
I mean, and the indie developer did its job. It sold great. It sold great.
The devs have a responsibility. Also,
they do.
It's not all on Sony for promoting the game that you gave to me to promote. Sony's job was to promote that game. That's why it was exclusive. That's why they gave them money. Their job was to promote that game. Did they hold up their end of the bargain? Was the game promoted?
Yeah.
So then you cannot blame Sony for the ball being dropped. You blame Hello Games.
You can't blame Hello Games because no one was like, "Hey, this game is amazing." This game.
Yes, they were.
They told you how this game was gonna be, and everyone just took that and was like, "It just ran with it." They did not tell
you how the game was
going
to be.
They did,
because there are still things that are not in that game that were in the game on the E3 show floor.
Like
Get
what?
the fuck out of here.
Like what?
Like teleporters. Like there's a whole bunch of shit that this nigga said was in the game that is not in the game at all. The fact that space battles are not in the game.
Space battles are in the game.
Oh my god, no, they're not.
No, they're in the game.
No,
I've had space battles.
Not the way he said they are.
What are you talking about?
The way he said they are is you're dogfighting with a big fleet.
Yes.
One of the big fighters.
Yes.
And you can land on it and shit.
Yes.
You cannot do that.
Yes, I've done that.
With the Sentinel ships. You've landed on a Sentinel ship.
Yes, I have.
And walked on it.
I haven't walked on it. I landed on one.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Yes. Okay, well, I guess I haven't then.
No, because it's not in the game.
It is in the game. I've landed on a Sentinel ship before.
No, you haven't.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I fucking flew out of there.
Gerard, you have not.
I have landed on a Sentinel ship.
You have not landed on a ship that was shooting at you.
Yes, I have.
And was
no, I did not get out. I did not get out.
It's not.
I didn't get out. I did land on a ship.
It's not in the game. You've landed on a ship, but it was a ship that you're supposed to land on.
Does that make sense?
Gerard, you did not land on one of the big ass ships.
The Sentinel ships. This is what I did. I shot at a cargo fleet or whatever the frick it was, and then they called the police, the Sentinels, and then they just hyperdrive to my location, big ASS ships.
No,
and they just start shooting at me, and then
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fleets that you shoot. You could land on that and farm that for shit. You can land on that and farm it. You cannot do that in the game.
Maybe it was supposed to be for DLC.
Then you don't show it. Then you don't show it at E3.
You don't show DLC at E3.
That is not Sony's fault. I'm sorry. Anyone who says that, I'm sorry. You're wrong. There's no way. If I'm saying Jeremiah, I need you. My game will be exclusive if you promote it. Are you gonna promote the shit out of that game?
I mean, if you promote the shit, yeah. If you as a developer, they did their job. They got their numbers. They sold the shit.
As a developer, your name means more than the actual than sales. Your name means a lot more.
They got the nostalgia.
Yeah, but guess what? What nostalgia did they get?
They got doing something new, innovating.
That's not nostalgia.
That is nostalgia. No, this game has so much nostalgia. It has been knocked down, but now I guarantee you if they make another game that's similar like this and be like, yeah, so this game is just like No Man's Sky, except we actually listened to the community. We did this, we did that, and people are going to buy it.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean what I'm talking about?
I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say.
If a developer makes another game like this,
no one was going to buy it.
No, but I guarantee you if they say, okay, we fixed, because they're going to say whatever the frick they want to say, even though if they listen to you or not. They're going to be like, we listened to the community, we did X, Y, and Z, we fixed this, we fixed that, here's No Man's Sky 2. And then people will be like, oh, No Man's Sky 2? Oh, okay, that sounds better. It seems like they actually listen to us. Yeah, you guys say you didn't like this? Well, this is what we fixed about it. Everything is new, brand new.
What does nostalgia have to do with that?
Because the feeling that everyone got from when this game first was announced is negative. What they're going to get for the second one, too. It was
a very negative experience.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
was.
People
love this game.
No, it was a very negative
experience. No, it wasn't. You tell me this was a negative experience, what you're doing right now?
I'm not playing the fucking game. I'm watching someone play the game. And not even play it. I'm watching someone halfway play a game. We can go. You can go on the fucking Steam and look up the reviews. They're all bad. They're all negative. I have not seen one person say, "Oh yeah, I enjoy No Man's Sky."
Let's look it up. Let's look it up.
Okay. And these are what you're gonna get when No Man's Sky 2 comes out. Also.
Store featured. There's some good deals. What you call it? Every way a vibe. But how do you get rid of overhyped games?
Jayla? You don't.
Exactly.
The way you get rid of overhyped
mostly
games
negatives. Let's read these.
Told you. The way you get rid of overhyped games is by the media not overhyping them, because that game was overhyped by the media more than it was Sony.
Sony is the media.
No, Sony is not the media.
Sony is the media to the point where they overexpose the game.
Maya, the developers overexpose the game. I don't know how else to. If I'm paying you to make a game, exclusive for me, and my job is to promote your game, I'm going to do that. They did it with Destiny. They did it with Uncharted. They do it with every game. But no one's blaming Sony for Destiny. Destiny was just as bad.
Destiny's ass.
So give me a reason.
Reason of what?
Give me a reason why people are blaming Sony compared to Hello Games. Hello Games takes the hit. Hello Games.
Both are to blame.
No.
Both Sony and Sony should not have overexposed that game like that. They shouldn't have.
That was their job.
No, they shouldn't have.
Sony only cares about sales.
I know, so does the developer.
No, they don't.
Yes.
Jemiah, Hello Games will never be able to be Hello Games again. They cannot make a No Man's Sky 2 and sell on it. You just saw that. They cannot make another game and sell what they just sold. They're done. Hello Games is over. Bye-bye.
I don't think they're over.
There's no more Hello Games.
I don't think they're over.
They're over, Jeremiah. All they can do is try and be goody with No Man's Sky right now, but everyone who's played No Man's Sky is gone. I'm never going back to No Man's Sky again. It's just an ass game.
You say that until they release another game.
They just released
No Man's Sky.
Patch.
No, I'm not talking about a patch. Whether they were just No Man's Sky 2 or
I'm not buying it.
A completely different game, you're gonna buy it.
No, I won't.
You're gonna buy it, Jalen. I guarantee you're gonna buy it.
No, I won't.
You will.
I'm telling you, the public is not buying it.
The whole time I was like, this game, like it. Yeah, I was like, this game. I don't think it's gonna be that good. And you were
but you say that to every game that's.
No, I don't say that to every game. I say that to a game that I think is gonna be garbage.
You said that's not been garbage. So you said that too.
Well, that said was good and it was good and it ended up being good. I don't have to think.
Yeah, you never do it.
What are we talking? A game that I said was good and it was bad, or a game that I said was bad and it was good?
A game that you said was going to be good. No, we can't even do bad and good. A game that you said was bad and it was good. There's a lot of games like that.
Name them.
Dragon Age.
Dragon Age, true.
Witcher.
I don't think I ever said The Witcher was bad.
You say almost every game is bad, bro.
No, I don't say almost every game is bad.
I honestly would have to look at my fucking thing. But Dragon Age was one of them.
Dragon Age was one of them, the first one.
And I know for a fact you fell in love with that game. There's a lot of games that you say, oh, this game's trash. Oh, this game's ass.
The gameplay
oh,
was trash. I still stand by that. Gameplay of Dragon Age 1 was trash. And I didn't fall in love with it because of the gameplay. I fell in love with it because the story was good.
But see what I'm saying? You fell in love with it. It doesn't matter how. You still ended up loving that game.
Here they lie.
Telltale, anything Telltale. You hated on Telltale for the longest time.
The hell, yeah, I did. I hated on Telltale. I think it was Batman Season 1. Or not Batman Season 1. Walking Dead Season 1.
Yeah, and then you played it and you're like, this is really good. You hated on and you said Telltale games are just ass, is what you said.
Yeah, because my experience was on the phone. And I was like, that's doo-doo. I don't like that. I still stand by that. I did not like that on the phone.
I told you, Jeremiah.
No, you did not.
Yes, I played it on PC. I told you.
The Division, I said, was ass, and it was ass.
But we both said Division was going to be ass.
No, you loved the Division.
No, I didn't.
You loved the Division, and something changed your mind.
No, I didn't. We have that on a JK podcast too. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you loved the Division, and then you saw, and you kept watching it, and then you were like, "This game is gonna be bad."
But so
you're like, "This game is gonna be."
So my question is now, because you're about to get shitted on.
Yeah.
The question is now, I'm not allowed to change my mind in the middle of a cycle.
No, you are. I'm just saying, you did say that was ass. Just like I said, Dragon Age 1 was ass, and I still stand by that.
But I did stand by the fact that Division was going to be ass.
No, you said that game was good, and then
I switched. But I didn't switch when it came out. I switched.
No, you didn't switch when it came out.
I switched
you didn't.
when it was in development still.
Yeah.
So you cannot, like, when I saw more gameplay.
Well, you
the
can't.
idea. The idea of the game is beautiful. I would stand by that.
The idea of the game is beautiful,
and that's what I fell in love with. That's what I like. I can fall in love with the idea of games. That's fine. If the idea of a game is bad, I probably won't even buy it. The idea of No Man's Sky for me now is terrible. If you come out and say, we made 1,000 handcrafted worlds...
Battlefront, I said was going to be ass, I think.
Battleborn?
Battlefront.
Oh, we both said that was going to be ass. I told you that was going to be ass from jump. Battleborn, I was wrong on.
I don't know what I said. I don't know if I even said anything about Battleborn.
You didn't say anything about Battleborn. Uncharted...
I don't think I said Uncharted was a bad game.
You said Uncharted 1 ass. I was like, yeah.
Uncharted 1 is ass.
I was like, yeah, but you have to think about it for its time.
And I said for its time it was good. I understand why it was good for its time, but now it's ass.
It's not ass now if it was good for its time.
But now, in this day and age, if I tell a current gamer to go back and play Uncharted 1, they'll be like, okay, why'd you tell me to go back and play this game?
Good game.
It's ass.
No, you go back and play these. I'm not going to go tell you, Jeremiah, play Mega Man Collection. I'm not.
Why not?
But because it's an old game.
Okay.
But
so
Mega Man Collection is legendary. So if you want to talk about games, you should probably play the legendary games. Like Mega Man Collection, like Uncharted, like Last of Us.
You just told me no. Okay.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
You get it now?
Elder Scrolls Online, that game was ass.
Well, we both knew that was going to be ass. Nick tried to hype it up. Borderlands, but
Borderlands is. I don't like Borderlands.
You don't like Borderlands, but it's everyone else does.
Hardline.
I still stand by the fact that I love Hardline.
Doodle berries. I don't know if I said Evolve was ass. I think I did. I did say Evolve was bad. I did say it was a bad game. The Crew, I might have said was a bad game. You keep saying Dragon Age. Dragon Age 1, not the rest of Dragon Age.
I know. I just see it and I call it
out. Destiny, I said it was going to be bad. And I still think it's bad.
I like it.
I know you like it, Jalen. I know you like it. I don't know how many games.
Because all the games you said that were on PS3, probably. You said Battlefield 4 was bad.
Did I?
Yep.
Battlefield 4?
Yep, you said it was ass.
I don't remember
you
saying
stopped playing Battlefield.
I don't remember saying it was ass.
You did.
Battlefield 4?
Yes.
I don't think Battlefield 4.
Granted, it was when it first came out. You said this is ass. I don't like the maps. I don't like anything about
I
it.
don't like the maps at all.
Yeah, so you still don't like maps, but you like the game. So
yeah. Mind you, a shooter like that, a map is huge. Is a huge part of the game as well.
I like the maps in Battlefield.
Battlefield 3 had really good maps. Bad Company 2, really good maps. Basically, all the Battlefields besides Battlefield 4.
I'm just saying, you hated on a lot of games. I honestly can't think of them. They don't come to mind right away. Overwatch was a big one that you hated on so hard.
I did say Overwatch was ass.
You were trying to rape Overwatch. I was like, no, Jeremiah,
because that game
would be good.
That game still, even now, it looks ass to watch. It does.
How.
It's just like a first person shooter that's just like
that
really like
first-person
like the no like the graphics are just like cartoonish. Just the way it feels weird. There's a big ass bro who's like it looked like it's a bullet sponge. And it's like really like
Jeremiah, Overwatch is a great game.
It is a great game. No one's saying it's not a great game.
You did.
At one point, I did,
and it won Game of the Year.
It did.
So. Fuck you.
Proud of Overwatch. Overwatch, a good game. Deserved it. I mean, it didn't really have much competition, to be honest.
It definitely did. Uncharted 4?
Uncharted 4, yeah, that was a good competition.
Get the fuck out of here.
But, like, to be honest, name all the good games that came out this year.
Until Dawn. Uncharted 4.
Until Dawn came out this year?
Yes!
I thought it came out last year. I don't think Until Dawn came out this year. Oh, shoot.
Pretty sure Until Dawn came
2015 initial release date. It came out last year.
That's fucking stupid. Was it late last year?
I don't know. I'll look it up. August 2015 or August 25th, 2015. So it wasn't like the
why was that not considered in the
third quarter,
greatest year? Whatever. Fuck it, I guess.
Third quarter, fourth quarter.
Wait, type in games that came out this year.
2016.
Yeah. Because there's Uncharted, Overwatch, Fallout 4. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure.
Fallout 4 came out, I think, last year.
Last year, yeah, no, it did.
Boop, doop, boop, boop. And this is all, oh, no, wait. No, we're good.
No, this is right.
Yeah.
Go up.
Like, I don't think really, like, any, like, good games, many of them came out this year. Yeah. Like just scrolling through these, like it's like
that was one fucking month.
I know 1 month, but still.
BioShock, but that's a
collection. They're not good to a remaster. Like seriously, I don't. Mafia. No. See, yeah, like no.
That was in the running though.
I don't know, but still, compared to like, I don't know. I feel like the two, like there's two games that were like boom. Like it's one of these two.
Gears of War 4.
No, that game's. I can't say anything about that game, but I know that game wouldn't have beat Uncharted 4. Maybe it was because the game was too. It was like Uncharted and Overwatch was just too good.
Batman Return to Arkham.
Could say Battlefield 1.
Battlefield 1.
I forgot this is November. Sword Art Online. Walking Dead: A New Frontier. What?
Yeah, it comes out this month.
Oh, that's season 3?
Season 3, yeah.
Okay.
And it comes out, 2 episodes come out on the same day.
Is that it? Someone's ringing the doorbell. I think that's it.
Yep. What? No, because there's more. Last Guardian.
Yeah, in May and stuff. Well, like, where's the rest of the, where's the rest of the,
there's definitely some stuff missing through that game.
Yeah. But,
like, you didn't even see Call of Duty on there?
No, I saw Call of Duty on there. But it was just games from December to, like, August or something like that. Anyway. or whatever.
There's Uncharted should have won that over Overwatch.
You think so?
I think so. I think Uncharted was a better game.
It is true. Uncharted was a better game, but I don't know what game. What game do you think would last you longer?
It doesn't matter. Longevity should not be counted in Game of the Year.
I think it did. I think that's why Overwatch. Well, no, because I think a lot more people played Overwatch, right? Than
yeah,
than
Overwatch
Uncharted.
is multi-platform.
Yeah, so I think that's. I don't know. I think it won. I don't know how it won, but I think it probably won by like technicality.
I think it won by technicality too, but Uncharted is by far the better game.
True.
Has to be.
Better quality.
That's not even an excuse.
This game is a beautiful game.
Like when Uncharted first came out, Jeremiah was like, "Oh, the graphics look worse than
I just say
Until Dawn."
look worse than Until Dawn.
I was like, "Nigga, what are you talking about?"
And I went back and saw Until Dawn still has good graphics, but this game takes the cake. Which goes to my next topic, which was
Don't. Thank you. I appreciate it.
which was great indie games. What makes them great? You know what I'm saying? And what I put was unique gameplay, different storytelling, beautiful art, less expectations from a AAA game is what makes I think really helps an indie game. Indie games, you see indie game or you hear indie game, you're like, ooh, indie game, like that seems interesting. But like a casual gamer would be like, indie game, like this is probably gonna be garbage.
Yeah.
And then they get hit with this beautiful game like Don't Starve. You know what I'm saying?
I love indie games.
Yeah, I like them too.
I can name I can legit go down this list and name half these indie games are better than
AAA games. Yeah. Less problems with AAA game. Or less problems, yeah.
For example, already you got fucking Don't Starve, Ether 1, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture,
Fury,
Fat Princess 1,
Gone Home.
Gone Home.
We have Firewatch, great.
Firewatch, Helldivers.
Hyper Light Drifter, good.
Oh, Hyper Light Drifter, Moon Hunters.
My Name is Mayo, great game.
Fuck you.
10 out of 10. Oceanhorn's good.
Oxenfree.
Yep.
Like Salt and Sanctuary. Like, bruh, come on now. These are like, if you haven't played these, you might have fucked up.
I know, and like, I saw this thing on GameSpot the other day, and it was like, which indie games we played were good or whatever. I looked through them. Nighthawk 2 was on there, and I was like, oh, because I love playing an indie game and discovering that it's really good. Like that Frisbee game that we were playing at PSX, that was a great game. A lot of good indie games.
Virginia, amazing game.
I haven't played that yet. A lot of great games that came out.
So the question was, what makes an indie game good?
Yeah, what makes an indie game good? And I said my thing was
No Man's Sky.
The No Man's Sky trash. Was the unique gameplay, like the Snake game. The Snake game wasn't bad. I was like, oh, it's pretty cool.
Bad,
but I don't think it was my type of game. It was unique though, and that's what I appreciate for it. I said the unique gameplay, beautiful story, the art style, different art style. Indie games do have really good, or some indie games have really good
most
unique
indie games have unique
art style. And just less expectations and less like overhype for indie games.
How the fuck did I get Payday 2?
We got that a long time ago. But yeah, I think that's what makes an indie game like good.
I think what makes an indie game good is just how different it can be.
Yeah.
And how it doesn't have to follow the rules of a AAA game. It doesn't have to sell billions and billions and billions of copies. It can sell 1,000 copies and be okay.
Yeah.
For example, there's a lot of games like Dive Kick. There's just a lot of games that are just like competitive.
And that's what I think is really good too for indie is like indie games can be really good for competitive gameplay, and I really appreciate that. Like for the Versus series, the majority of those games are indie games that we played.
Towerfall Ascension.
Towerfall,
wow.
Beautiful game.
Wow.
And it was I can say 8-bit game, pixeled.
Rogue Legacy.
Rogue Legacy, great game. I'm playing that forever.
I'm pretty sure you hated on Last of Us, no lie.
Last of Us?
Yeah, when it was first coming out.
Well, back then, no, I didn't hate on it. I just didn't like the gameplay. Because remember back then, that's why I never played Uncharted and I never played The Walking Dead because I didn't like that style of
Third
gameplay.
person?
Yeah.
Members.
And then I kind of expanded.
And then you finally saw the light.
Late last year was the first time I've ever played a Telltale game. Just mind you, so that was when I kind of branched out.
I told you, Jeremiah, Telltale game. Don't sleep on them. Continue to sleep, son.
Well, yeah, those are all my topics.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
My last topic is at PSX. A beautiful game was announced called Last of Us Dos Dos. Last of Us 2, Part 2, Number 2. Why are they showing this game early?
Pew, 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 pew. You gotta get hyped, baby.
Too early.
Okay, Colin Moriarty.
A little too early.
Okay, Colin. I see where you get your material from, Joe.
I don't. It is a little too early, though, to show this game. I think they're ready to show it. I don't know. I want to know how far out the game is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Death Stranding needs to stop.
This game is not. This game's not gonna be out for a while because they're still working on Uncharted. Like they just released, they released the new story DLC for Uncharted, and then released this. They're still working on Uncharted.
Yeah.
And they just released the survival mode 2 as well for Uncharted. This game might be worked on a little bit until Uncharted is fully done, or
at the panel they said it was worked on,
or they're working on Uncharted now and just having like a little team work on Uncharted.
It could be the opposite way.
Yeah, it could. I don't know.
Game looks amazing.
It does.
Already. But what does this mean for the future of games?
What do you mean? They're done. Like, we should all just kneel to Sony right now. I mean, it's over.
At this point in time, what does this mean for games is what I mean. For example, Last of Us 2 got announced. People went wild. But it was shown very early.
Yeah.
Does that mean... This goes back to the overhyped topic. Will this game be able to live up to that hype?
Again, what Neil Druckmann said. He said, trust us. And yeah, I think it will. I trust Neil.
I
trust
think
Neil.
it will too. Don't
trust
get me wrong.
Troy.
Don't get me wrong. I think it will. The scary part about it is how we have games like No Man's Sky, like Final Fantasy, like Last Guardian, with these big pushes behind them. And this game is no different. Granted, it is Naughty Dog. They never miss.
Oh.
They're like the Drake of the fucking
Well, see, with No Man's Sky, people were like, "Oh, No Man's Sky, bro! Like this game's gonna be amazing." You gotta understand, it was indie developer. There's no way that one man.
But this is why
could have made all that.
This is what I'm saying. This is why. This is how overhyped games.
Exactly. Last Guardian. They're like, this game was made. We were waiting for this game because we loved Shadow Colossus. We loved. I forgot the game they made. What was the other game they made? Eco. And they're like, yeah, next was Shadow Colossus. Has been making for 10 years. I'm gonna love this game. Like it was that. Final Fantasy again. Oh, this was in the making for 10 years. Oh, like it's.
But here's what it comes down to.
They fell down on their own.
At this point in time.
On their own absence.
This is what I mean when I say it's not Sony's fault that No Man's Sky sucked. It's not Sony's fault that Final Fantasy sucked. It's not Sony's fault that Last Guardian sucked. It's not. It's the developer's fault. The fact that if Naughty Dog would have made this Final Fantasy, you would have seen a totally different game. You would have seen an A1 perfect game. Especially if they had 10 years to work on it. If Naughty Dog were to work on every game that's on this list right now, you best believe every one of these games are going to be A1. They don't miss. They don't. They're a really good developer. Now, when you go and see this is what it comes to. When you go and see a game like what's that game called? No Man's Sky. Look at the developer. Who is Hello Games? What have they made? Yeah. Ubisoft. When you see Ubisoft making an open world game, you have to understand this is Ubisoft's first open world game. That's all online, that's connected. What did you expect? When you see
Ubisoft,
Bungie,
what are you talking about? What game are you talking about?
I'm talking about
The Division?
The Division.
Oh, okay.
When you see Bungie, and you see when you see Bungie and you see that this is their first open world game, that's a RPG. That like they were working on Halo before they worked on Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
And people's problem with Destiny is what? It feels too much like Halo.
That's not my problem with it.
Huh?
That's not my problem with it.
Well, your problem with it is it doesn't have story.
It doesn't have story
But-
and it feels ass.
That game feels amazing.
That game feels terrible.
It feels
It
amazing.
feels like the Division, just bullet sponges for days. So I'm just like, all right, I understand it because it's
And
that's just the type of
what
game,
I'm
but it's
saying.
just, I don't like that type of
That's what
style.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. when you look at Destiny and you see a bullet sponge, when you look at Destiny and you see something that's not right, that is their first time making that type of game. You as a consumer have to understand that and have to not lose sight of the hype.
Oh, fam, that game was like, yeah, we're gonna be this game's gonna be a 10-year game. Okay, let's release Destiny 2. Like, get the fuck out of here.
That's not what they mean by 10-year game.
What do they mean?
They said this game has a 10-year plan.
Love this game.
They said this game has a 10-year plan.
Does it? Is it 10-year plan though?
Yes.
That's bullshit.
Jeremiah, every game has a 10-year plan. For example, the messaging was fucked up there.
Yeah, they did.
What they wanted to say was, we're gonna work on nothing. We're not gonna work. Destiny is what we're working on for 10 years. We're not stopping. We're not working on the next Halo. We're working on this game. That's what they meant. They didn't mean there's gonna be one Destiny and that's the only Destiny and we're gonna keep putting. That's not what they meant.
But that's what they said.
They said 10 years.
And they should have clarified.
They should have clarified. But they said, again, we're talking about Bungie. The game this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly why hype got out of hand. When you're talking about Bungie, the people who make first-person shooters with little campaigns and no collectibles and like no lore and like no, we're gonna open this chest and find this. You best believe they're gonna have trouble. I don't know how you see it any other way. Granted, when I was looking at Destiny, I was like, this game's gonna be amazing. But that's because I didn't understand what I understand now.
Well, that game's ass.
The game is not ass. I like the game personally. I think it definitely has a place on the shelf. Do I think No Man's Sky was good? No. I think you have to look at the developers and be like, okay, Square Enix, where have you been fucking up? 13 was bad. 13-2 was bad. So maybe your next Final Fantasy game isn't going to live up to the hype.
But it did.
Maybe.
But it did. It's like
It did not.
for me, it's like Tales of Symphonia. I bought that game. I stopped buying it, but I bought it. I think the last one was Exilia. Exilia, the first one. I think that was the last Tales of Symphonia I bought. But I bought those games because I love Tales of Symphonia. Why did I say Tales of Symphonia is the game I loved.
Yeah.
And I bought Tales of Grace, Tales of the Abyss, and then Tales of Exilia because of the hype for Tales of Symphonia. Comparing it to Tales of Symphonia is still to this day, I think, the best Tales of a game that they made. And it just feels like it's just reskin after reskin. So I stopped buying it. I broke out of that nostalgia. I'm like, you know what? Every game that...
But it's not nostalgia.
For me, it was.
Always nostalgia.
For me, it was.
Yeah, for that case, like for example, Fallout 4, that's nostalgia because you remember Fallout. But when you have a game like No Man's Sky, the only nostalgia you have is negative. When you have a game like Drive Club, the only nostalgia you have is negative. Destiny, the only nostalgia you have is negative unless you love that game.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna sell what you sold last time on Destiny 2. On Destiny 2.
Exactly. So you have to change. You have to change
it.
Just like No Man's Sky.
But No Man's Sky is not gonna come out with another game. They're done.
It might. I don't know.
They're not going to... And if they do, it's definitely not No Man's Sky 2. They fucked it up. They fucked up.
Maybe not.
Here's where they fucked up in No Man's Sky. They talked about it. When it came out and everyone found out that it was fucked up, they stayed silent.
Yeah.
You cannot do that as a developer. Sony was the first people to say, yeah, they fucked up. We fucked up.
Ni no Kuni 2. Ni no Kuni 2. I said Ni no Kuni. Yeah, they did. They did mess up. And it's good to acknowledge that and to, you know what I'm saying, look forward.
But when you see Activision on something as a publisher, you're like, okay, this is an Activision game.
Trash.
When you see Infinity Ward on the game, you're like, okay, this is an Infinity Ward game.
Mm-hmm.
When you see, look at your developers and understand. Look at what you're buying. You're not buying a game anymore. What you're buying is the developer. If I pre-order everything from Naughty Dog, if they're like, this comes out in 2018, this comes out in 2020, this comes out in 2015 or whatever, I'd buy all those games because I know
they're pretty cool to do that. Like okay, you can pre-order this game like 5 years ahead of time. You get all this bonus stuff.
Yeah.
But every like year or every like time period, like the stuff you get like gets knocked down.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to put your faith in a developer, and if you don't, then you have a problem.
Yeah, the developer needs to have trust with their community.
And Naughty Dog does.
Yeah.
Bethesda should.
Oh, I felt
like
bad.
there are games like, for example, when you see No Man's Sky and you see Hello Games at the end of it, or when you see information, look up what game you're about to buy.
Again, this is the problem that you've had with Call of Duty as well, Infinite Warfare. You were like, why are people hating on Infinite Warfare? It's not that bad of a game and all that stuff. People need to understand the cycle. And what I said back then was like, the casual gamer doesn't pay attention to that. They don't care. They
don't need to, but they need to understand to care, or else hype will keep on continuing to go.
It's not gonna happen. This is gonna be a problem forever.
But that's what I'm saying. If I'm like, okay, my name is Mayo.
You're preaching a lost cause.
If Green Lava Studios, that's who made My Name is Mayo. Am I gonna buy anything from Green Lava Studios? You better believe no.
I thought you said you better believe hell yeah.
If you see, look at your developers. For example, Let It Die. I love this game. Gun Ho Online is the developer.
See, I would say that's good. Look at your developers, but you got to look at the game individually as well, because we can come from a game like Crash Bandicoot to Jack and Daxter to Naughty Dog to Uncharted, and that's what we want. We want games to get better like that. We want games to develop really good, and I think a game could be like a Mayo, and then flip that around and be the next Titanfall. Not Titanfall, Towerfall.
You think that?
Yeah, I think that's possible.
That's not possible.
I think that's possible.
That's not possible, and the reason, and it shows that that's not possible. For example, Hello Games, they made a game called Joe Danger. It was a legit bike game, and it was a piece of shit.
Damn.
They turned around and made No Man's Sky. Game was a piece of shit.
Now let me hit you with this. A little good game called Telltale, Back to the Future. Trash. Trash. And they flipped it around.
How did you know about that?
How? You told me, buddy.
Fuck.
They flipped that around and made The Walking Dead.
This is true.
Never count out a developer, but at the same time, look at each game individually and see
that is true.
what you like and what you dislike about the game.
That is true, but when you see that happen, right? Telltale was at a point where if The Walking Dead did not sell well, they were out of business.
Okay.
So their backs were against the wall. So you best believe they're going to make the greatest game they could have ever made to get out of that hump. And they did. So you also know the developer situation. If I look at Dragon Ball Z, I don't know who fucking makes
Bandai, baby.
Bandai Namco America. So if Bandai Namco America's next game, if it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, you best believe if it's Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, I'm probably not buying it. Because I didn't like Xenoverse 1.
Okay. I still think you should look at it. Still think
Obviously.
to give it a chance. I think you should give every game a chance that you think might be somewhat.
But what I'm saying is keep your expectations realistic.
Yeah.
When you see a game like Resident Evil, the next Resident Evil is not going to be this fucking...
It's going to be a good game.
It's not going to be this masterpiece, though. It's
not, but it's going to be a good game. It's a good game as it is going to be scary.
It is.
And another example, Resident Evil. The last good Resident Evil was Resident Evil 4, but the last
you would have known that. Another thing you would have known that. Yeah, you would. You would have known that after you bought 5, and you would have been like, okay, this is not scary at all.
Yeah.
This is so once you get burned, stay burned. Don't be like, okay, I'm going back to the well, and I'm going to buy Resident Evil 6. And that's what a lot of people did. And that's why Resident Evil stopped being produced and went back to their ways.
Because people bought their games?
Because people stopped buying... People bought 5, and then did not buy 6.
6 was trash. 6 was straight doodleberries.
People bought 5 and did not buy 6. They saw a big drop-off.
And again, Resident Evil, who made that? Was it Bandai? Capcom. Again, that's another good example of them flipping some. Well, they started off good though, and then they went to bad. They saw the dark side, and they flipped back to light.
But it's all about what you bought. When you noticed that the sales dropped, then you're like, okay, we have a problem.
Yeah, we have a problem. We need to go back to our games. We need to listen to the community.
And that's what they did. So, for example,
exactly.
when you see a game like, what were we just talking about? We were just talking about Resident Evil.
Yeah.
So when you see a game like, for example, Homefront.
Trash.
Homefront 1 was good, though.
Homefront 1 was good.
But notice, the developer changed completely.
Developer changed, and this game was just been hoarded around.
About what the fuck is going on with your games. If you don't, then you're gonna get burned. You're gonna buy Resident or you're gonna buy Homefront. You're gonna buy games like fucking Bloodborne, Battleborn.
Again, looking at gameplay, looking further into it, looking at gameplay, looking at trailers and stuff.
But even knowing
a better insight, play demos.
Oh, the people who made 2K, the people who made
Borderlands made this
trash.
Game.
So you're like, okay,
still ass.
Has Borderlands ever been, or have they ever tried to make an arena shooter, Jeremiah?
No.
So why do you think the first arena shooter is going to be good?
It could be.
It could be, but why do you think it would? What gives you that? Oh, it could be good.
They're a AAA game.
That's what we need to break. We need to break this AAA mentality.
No, fam. We don't need to break that, because if you have 10,000 people working on one game, you best believe that game better be on point. I don't want to see no frame rate drops. I don't want to see no lagging. I don't want to get kicked out of my application, have my app crash.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying we need to break that. Oh, just because it's a AAA game, it's going to be amazing. That mentality needs to stop.
More people worked on it.
That mentality needs to stop, like right now. Because Battleborn, ass. And just as many people worked on Battleborn worked on Overwatch. 2 drastically different games. But they're both AAA games. Trash. Are you going to be like, okay, they should be equally good? No. One's going to be better than the other.
A lot better.
Know your developers. Understand. Blizzard always makes a good game. Naughty Dog always makes a good game. Bethesda always makes a good game.
Yeah.
Until proven otherwise?
Yeah.
What's a bad game that Bethesda made?
Fallout New Vegas.
that wasn't a bad game. Did you play Fallout New Vegas all the way through?
Yes, I
did. You enjoy Fallout New Vegas?
I did enjoy it.
Did you like Fallout New Vegas?
I did like it.
But it's not a bad game.
I mean, to me it's not, but to others it was. That was probably the worst Fallout.
The reason why it was the worst Fallout to other people is because of bugs and crashes.
Unacceptable.
It is unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
But when you have... Okay, we can go through Bethesda's discography.
Discography?
And you see games that are A1 as fuck. Doom.
Boom.
Fallout 4.
I don't play Doom yet.
Skyrim.
Trash.
For us, but it's a good game. Like,
no,
come on now.
Straight doodleberries.
Come on now. But yeah, that was my topic.
That was my last topic. Man.
Alright, that's everything.
I did all my topics.
Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. Sorry that we're sick. But we're back. And
but we're back.
We hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't watch live, it's posted on YouTube, legit right after the stream ends. Enjoy your day today. It's snowing here in the old VA.
Exactly.
It
was snowing. It's just on the ground now.
Is there anything else you need to say?
No, that's about it.
Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to know when we're live on YouTube.
Please, on YouTube, on Twitch.
It's on YouTube
and
also.
YouTube. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time, deuces.